Good morning. It's a lovely Tuesday, and you can see that we have moved from where we left. So currently running plus 420 pips. What I'm going to do right now is I will tell the inner circle to take full profits right now. We're going to close the trade. As you can see, just a few pips left for us to hit our final take profit. So technically we are already done with this trade. I'm going to go on ahead and close all my positions so that we can wait for the new trades that will be coming. Alright, so I've just updated the inner circle to take out all of their trades. That was a 420 pip move. Absolutely good movement, especially for the time that we've waited for this trade. It's actually worth it, right? So that's it. It's just a Tuesday, so the market is still going to give us more opportunities to trade. Today I'm actually going to be traveling. I'm going to take you guys along with me, and let's just say, I don't know if I will still be able to be on the charts as much as I should. So what we're going to do right now is to start packing. I have to start packing my bag. I always wait for the last minute to start packing my bags. Because I didn't know that I'm actually going to be traveling before today, and it's just a few hours to the flight, and that's when I actually want to start packing. Oh, and another fun fact, right? I'm actually in a Bitcoin trade. Let me just show you guys this. I'm actually in a Bitcoin trade on the Funded Next account. How much was the swap on this account? Swap was $21. Swap for $21. That is crazy. And then the commission, you can see that from 100,000. This is the first trade that I took on this account, and then the commission is just mad. But it is what it is. Let's see. I'm actually going for a $1,000 move on this chart. Let's see if I'm able to hold it to, So we broke out of this area right here. We formed this little consolidation type of thing at this level. The market moved to this point, and then it got rejected at this level, and then it went up at this part. What it did is created another support area. I waited for the market to come back to this very same area that it had created. As soon as I saw the market starting to play around at that spot, sellers losing momentum, you can clearly see how they had dropped. I knew that the buyers have started to step into this market, and you sure know what I did. I went to this place, entered my buying position. So my stop loss was somewhere around this level, right? And then right now the stop loss is in profit, as you already know, right? So that was actually my whole thought process. And the funny thing is, a lot of people can actually think the way I just thought, right? They can analyze, they can do everything I just did right now, they can do it. But the only thing that would differentiate a lot of traders from the other ones, right, is the ability to actually then enter into the market and place that trade. The ability to take your 0.5 lot size or 1 lot size, 6 lot sizes or whatever, and actually take the trade. That's simply what is differentiating a lot of people. And I used to be like that, right? I used to just sit on the charts and analyze, but I never used to actually execute the trades, right? So that's something you should work on if you're actually struggling with that. But it's all good. It's all good. Let's just get this day started, and yeah, see you guys when I land, probably. Alright guys, so I'm in the room right now, and what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna change out of these dirty clothes, so to say, and give you guys a little room tour. So yes, this is the entrance, right? The room is quite nice, quite big, quite spacious. The first thing that I actually want to see is the bathroom, because I was greeted by this nice closet. As you can see, I already had my bag is already there, my shoes, my jacket. We have little 2 robes right here, and then we have like a lot of closet space. This is really nice, right? Then this, before I show you guys like the main thing, this is like the bathroom. Let's see what the bathroom actually looks like. Okay, not bad. Right, it's actually really nice. So, then now we come to the living space. First of all, we have this little, sitting area. Have nice art. We have the TV and everything. Then obviously we have the little bed. That is nice. A little bed, and then here we also have like a kitchen unit, and little something happening here. And obviously it's quite big compared to the last one that was in the airport that I showed you guys, right? And this is a fridge. This is a fridge that is empty, and that right there is the room. I'm just gonna go to bed right now and then we'll pick the vlog up tomorrow.
Our conversations got me feeling I'm the fool. Like I should've listened when they said that you would treat me like he did. Oh, don't think you care about me.
Alright, I've been reading this book, right? A really good book. Actually, it's called Supernatural, and now I'm on chapter 3. I always like to read something, in the morning before I get my day started, and then I can look at the charts. I analyze the charts after the Asian session, so it's just like 15 minutes till the Asian session actually closes, because right now it's 11:44, so 15 minutes to the close of the Asian session. I had really good trades on the Bitcoin on both of my accounts. I also tried to take a trade on US30, and that didn't go so well. I took it by myself. I didn't give it in the inner circle because it was a risky trade, and this is the trade. It didn't go so well, so I ended up taking a loss on this particular trade. That has dropped my funded account by $1,000, so I need to work back to that $1,000 and to actually trade to make profit. But then on these other two accounts, I trade in the Bitcoin, and they're currently in plus $1,000 on each of the accounts. So let me just show you guys what I am looking at. We are at a good resistance spot again, so what I'd expect is to get a bit of resistance here and drop back to respect this trend line. The only problem I have right now is on the NASDAQ, right? Look at the NASDAQ is absolutely crazy right now. What I'm trying to do is to even force a setup here, right? You see, I'm trying to force a trend line that I have here because there is no trade, right? The market simply has not moved at all. It went up, it broke the all-time highs, and it has just gone up. So it's hard to find a support area when the market looks like that, right? You have to exercise a lot of patience. The actual level that I would want NASDAQ to come back to is obviously the all-time highs that it broke out of, come back to retest it. So if we break out of this trend line right now here, then we might get a trade. I've already shared this with the free group on US30. Here we have the market retracing a support area that it had, came back, now it's retesting it. So we just want to see it respecting it and going back up. I've already done the whole analysis for the day actually. Now I will just be checking the charts here and there to see if the setups are being respected, to see if it's actually playing around. And obviously we have to enjoy the new city, right? That's what we want to do. We want to go and explore, have some meetings. Hopefully we get a really nice trade today on Wednesday. We've only had a NASDAQ trade that gave us 400 pips, but we need another trade. Alright guys, so what I got is this little martini, whatever. Let me just taste it. So it was really nice. So I didn't bring out my laptop, so I'm going to be checking my charts on my phone. Currently we don't have any trade as written now, so I ordered egg and pizza, right? That's only what they had, what I would probably like from their menu. So we're just gonna wait for that to come, and yeah, let's have some lunch. What I got here is I got fish, as you can see, steak, and then I got spinach in syrup. This is really good. We just took a trade on the NASDAQ. We are like up 4 pips right now. I just dropped this in the inner circle. As you can see, buy NASDAQ. So I'm just seeing this right now, that NASDAQ has that type of candlestick on the daily time frame that can threaten our trade. Those were pretty nice. And now finishing the juice. But let's look at our trade. Look at this. Well, pretty much at break even. Nothing much happening on this trade. Really crazy. We don't have much of movement. We're targeting something like 200 pips. 230 pips on this movement, right? So let's just see how this actually plays out. But for now, this is exactly what we have. So this is actual trading, right? You have to wait for setups. You have to wait for them to play out. And you have to just be patient through it all. So let's keep waiting. And we'll pick up the vlog when the market has moved. Let's go. I'm not even done with this actually from the last clip I recorded. And NASDAQ has started acting really crazy for me. And it's starting to shoot back down, right? So it's retracing and it's kind of like going to our stop loss. If we lose this trade, we're losing like $100. But we are currently in drawdown here. As you can see, that will be like $400 that we'll lose on this trade. There's the resistance at this area right here. And well, let's just see if this support that it formed here is able to hold this movement and then make it push back to the top. So we just hold for now. I normally like to just leave my trades to run. I don't like monitoring them like this. But then this vlogging business and having to monitor the trades every 2 seconds is really crazy, right? Will you be my leading lady? I wanna call you and get a little baby. In the meantime, it's not going well. It's some me time. I don't know what you want. Only been a few hours, but it's for like days. Only been days, but it's as you saw, we took a loss today, minus $400. And it's good because well, it's not good. I don't have any reason. But then anyway, we took a loss. And Jerome Powell just finished speaking right now. The Fed chair is holding a press conference after the central bank. So they have cut rates, right? And they're looking to cut rates for 2 more times in 2025. So that's one thing also. And right now, it is what it is. It's the end of the day, and we actually don't have a trade that we took. We had one trade which was bad, one trade which was good, took minus $400 loss. But then our trade on Monday, we made plus $1,600, right? So right now we're sitting at a profit of, yes, 1,200 for the week, right? So it is what it is. We're going to let the market stabilize for tomorrow and then look for better entries, better trades. But right now what I want to do is, we better have supper right now. And I just ordered, yes, this is what I ordered. And also some tea. I don't feel like having no lemonade or anything. So I'm gonna have tea, and then yeah, we're gonna call it a night. Don't ask me why I'm not eating at home today. It is what it is. Let's go. I don't think I want the veggies or whatever, but then what's more interesting is this particular trade. We have managed to go into a trade again, and we're currently running 40 pips just given the signal. And you can see that the market is very volatile right now, right? So that's what's up right now. Let's just see how far this trade can actually take us. Probably want to break out of these levels, right? So let's just see how that ends up going.
Everybody's like he's no item. Please don't like him. He don't wife him. He one item. I never listen, no. I should have figured though. All the shit you was spitting so unoriginal. But it was you.
We have a stop loss at break even like this, and we're up 250 pips. Alright guys, so we are done for the week with some good profits. Let's go. Alright, it's a beautiful Sunday and we're about to do the weekly analysis. But if you're new, find the channel for the first time, welcome. We trade NASDAQ over here. If you're returning, welcome back. You know what's up. Don't forget to hit that like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. Now, we have had an absolutely beautiful week for this week. The NASDAQ was absolutely lovely. We did catch 2 beautiful moves on the NASDAQ. I think I had a trade on US30 before the market closed, and that gave us just 2 take profits, which we did not hold over the weekend. We took out all of our trades, and you know that weekends are for withdrawals. But the only problem that we have right now is I do not currently have my own laptop, and this particular laptop that I have right now, I cannot screen record. So I was trying to figure out how we're going to do this weekly analysis without the screen record, because I can only get my laptop on Tuesday, and that means we're going to use what we have. I'm just gonna face the screen here and just make it a real fast weekly analysis because of the circumstance. And I was also looking at the news, if we have news for this current week. We don't really have crazy news. Well, on Tuesday throughout to Friday, we will have at least one news event, but then it's not going to be anything out of the ordinary, right? So let's just go straight onto the charts and look forward to what we're looking for the week. All of those news events that we had on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, forced the market to move with such great volatility that no one has ever seen. Let's just go right now onto the charts and start talking about that. All right, so I'm talking about these levels where the market was spiking up and down. If you're trading news on this particular day, you would have totally been cooked up, right? So what are we looking for on this US30 chart for this current week? We already know that these are the new highs that we have on US30, so that's something we already have to mark up. And what you're seeing right now is at the new highs, we have already started to get rejection right over there, right? So what does that mean? It means that the market might just want to form a new support area. At what level? At this level here. Because what is this level? This is a previous resistance, right? So this is probably what the market is doing right now, is trying to form a support area in the zone, bounce back up, break out of this level, and continue with its movement. Or it's totally not doing that, just trying to go and look for a better support area to land off of, which is going to be somewhere around about these levels, or with this new area that it has just created. So if there is a day that you think I'm ever going to say anything different to what I already always say, to how I already always analyze, it's not going to happen, right? I'm always going to say the exact same things because that's exactly what I use each and every time to trade all these trades that you've seen throughout the whole video. This is exactly the way I was looking at them, right? So US30 is very simple and straightforward. We want to see a breakout. If it doesn't happen, we'll drop back into a support area, look for good opportunities, price action, right? We'll react as the price is forming. Now let's go over straight onto the NASDAQ. Today I cannot totally waste time because I'm not on the screen, right? This moment happened on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, where NASDAQ came to retest the all-time highs and just rejected straight with this candlestick, which is a pin bar. And then as soon as you've seen something like this, right, you're actually just supposed to take the trade and ride it up to the top. This leaves us with really no point for the NASDAQ, right? We don't really know where to put the NASDAQ because we just got new highs, but then we don't know if the market is going to end at this level, right? It might just want to continue pushing up. Also, it is still at the top. It just already retested a 4-hour time frame to see what we have. Here we can be lucky because we have swing points, right? We have this first swing point. You can see a weak rejection here and then another weak rejection here. So we can use those things to actually form a trend line. This will be our area of value. Then we'll now wait for NASDAQ to come back to the trend line, probably somewhere here, and drop onto that level, and then we can catch a bounce from that zone up to the top. So we can get something like from this area here, it drops that, and then it goes, faces rejection at this area, then eventually breaks out. We're going to go over on to our last chart, which is the gold chart. So we had a breakout of this particular trend line on gold right over there. So this chart can totally move up to the zone if it breaks out of this current level where it is right now. You see, so we have a resistance area right at the zone on gold, and then if we break out of it, it's totally going to this next zone and probably breaking out of those levels, right? So we haven't really gotten a nice retest on the trend line, which we might expect. So we might be looking for gold to come back to this area, and if it wants to deceive a lot of people, then play around in this whole area before it eventually just pushes back up to the top. So there we have it. Nothing complicated as usual. It's going to be a simple and straightforward week. I will try by all means to have all the charts from the screen where it's actually more visible, what we're already used to doing on a weekly basis. I'll try and have that. Make sure you're checking out for those on the Telegram channel. The links are going to be in the description below. Now, if you did enjoy this video and you found the breakdown helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. You follow me with that. It's been Tino, and I'll see you guys in the next lit video. Love you guys.